Well, it's the third day of the Israel-Palestine current conflict, and Israel continues to face attacks from the Hamas group. Now, yesterday, Israel's cabinet invoked Article 40 Aleph, officially declaring war for the first time since 1973, as more than 700 Israelis were killed in the massive attack by the Palestinian group Hamas. Now, Israeli soldiers are battling Hamas fighters on the streets of southern Israel and launching airstrikes on Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared war against Hamas and vowed revenge for the Black Day and said that Israel will use its full force to destroy Hamas capabilities and turn Gaza into ruined islands, and also called on Palestinians to leave the Gaza Strip. Several rockets were fired on Tel Aviv and many of them hit the ground, causing damage to some of the buildings on Sunday. Meanwhile, United States is set to announce new military support to Israel, and several other countries, including France, Saudi Arabia and India, have reacted strongly against the new provocation and also called for a de-escalation of war. And now we are getting some more inputs on the story. Now, US President Joe Biden speaks with Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on the current situation in Israel, and he posted on X, and I quote, "I spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to express my full support for the people of Israel in the face of an unprecedented and appalling assault by Hamas terrorists. We will remain in close contact over the coming days. The US will continue to stand with the people of Israel." So this is the statement that is coming in from US President Joe Biden. He has said that the US stands with the people of Israel and has extended full support to Israel in this difficult time. And I will quote what US President Joe Biden has posted on X. "I spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to express my full support for the people of Israel in the face of an unprecedented and appalling assault by Hamas terrorists. We will remain in close contact over the coming days. The United States will continue to stand with the people of Israel." So United States has extended its support to Israel, and in fact US President Joe Biden also spoke to Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on the current situation and said that the United States stands strongly with the people of Israel. Remember, it's the day 3 of the current conflict between Israel and Palestine, and Israel continues to face attacks from the Hamas militants. And CNN News 18's Abhishek Jha is joining us on this story. Abhishek, so how significant is the support of US for Israel?
Well, US support to Israel is very significant because in terms of financial aid, in terms of military weapon, intelligence, or other inputs, or the aerial support that Israel will need to counter the latest onslaught of attack by Hamas militants. That is something that US could provide a lot of significant help to Israel in that direction. We have seen President Biden being regularly in touch with Prime Minister Netanyahu. We have also seen Secretary Blinken talking with his counterpart in Israel, and this is kind of trying to tell the world that America is standing in solidarity with Israel. It is going to give all the support and all the aid that Israel needs in this hour of crisis, and this is what this regular conversation between the two sides indicate. We have seen some of the reports that says USA is also mobilizing some of its naval assets towards Israel, so that in case of any urgency, the firepower could be supported by the US military or US naval forces as well. So in entirety, while USA is engaging with Israel right now and is expressing solidarity and condolences also for the loss of lives that has happened in the last 48 hours ever since the attack of Hamas has started on Israel, it is also very in a long term, it is planning to support Israel for the counter offensive that Israel is going to launch in the next few hours.
Also, Abhishek, apart from United States, which other countries have extended their support to Israel?
Well, most of the NATO allies, most of the European Union members, they have supported Israel. India, in this part, we have seen Prime Minister Modi tweeting and condemning the terrorist attack on Israel. Then there are certain countries which have kind of taken a balanced and cautious approach, and that includes most of the Gulf countries and also countries like China and Russia. They have sort of indicated that what is happening in Israel right now is condemnable, and the action and the immediate halt of violence is essentially needed right now. But they have also underlined the fact that what is happening in Israel right now is the culmination of what has been going on in that region for a very long time, and that is clearly indicating that the conflict of Israel and Palestine, the settlement of Israel or the extension of Israel in those regions, and in a way atrocities that Palestinians have claimed from the Israeli forces, they have actually culminated in something that is currently Israel is facing. So there has been a cautious approach, there has been a kind of diplomatic approach, and there are countries which have very strongly condemned the entire Hamas operation, and they have extended all kind of military or any aid that Israel wants in this hour of crisis. And USA, EU, and NATO, most of the countries, they have told Israel that they will be supporting Israel for any action or any counter-terrorism effort that Israel will be taking against Hamas.